the country homestead. In this video you're going to see that we made this foundation to install our conveyor on it. We was lucky enough to find us a guy on Facebook Marketplace here local that had these conveyors, the gravity conveyors on. He gave us an excellent deal. We got 6 conveyors, that's 60 foot of conveyor for $200 for everything. So I was happy as, I'll get out, I tell you. So we built our foundation, we got our conveyor set up. We're going to actually try to get us a power brush or get us some kind of air system to clean our boards when we come off the mill, and it will clean all the sawdust off as we roll it back. Of course, all the cutoffs that we got, we're going to roll all the way back, flip it sideways, and drop them right here on these cants that we got down here on the bottom. That way we can bring our tractor in, grab them, throw them on the burn pile. So you're going to see us when we put it together. Now you will see we make a pretty big mistake. My figuring, never said I was the smartest guy in the book, so made a mistake. We're going to keep it in the video so you see what we did. I mean, we ain't going to hide nothing. It is what it is. We built it, made a mistake, corrected it best we could, and here we are, happy with what we got. So if y'all like this video, we'd appreciate you if you like and subscribe and stick around and see how we do it. Here we start laying out our measurements on our foundation where we're going to put our corners, and so right there's 20 foot out, and I'm thinking it's 30 inches center to center, and we squared it up. That I thought we squared up. And that's where you're going to see the mistake come into play here in just a little bit. That they had to go on to town, my wife, daughter, and my granddaughter, and so I started digging the poles, and well, I got it off square. The old auger there on the tractor, it's not the best quality. It's about wore out. I mean, it gets the job done, but you can see when you start digging, it kind of walks around, and I don't know, I got it off, and it wasn't very pretty, but we made do. On all these posts I got some old leftovers, and you see like that one, the end was broke off. They're all used posts that we have, recycled from other projects. And, it's broke on the top. It don't matter because I'm cutting off the top. So, I knew I wasn't going that high up. Altogether, it's 3 foot in the ground, so, it's pretty good. It ain't hurting nothing. You ain't got to have new stuff every time you do something. And them are, some of them Chris Oak, and some of them are pressure treated, and so they was free, might as well use them. And you can see there, me and my brother-in-law, we was measuring it, and we could tell that farthest pole away, the one that has broke on it, it's farther up the hill than our sawmill setting. So that's the main problem. It was offset, and the farthest hose out, them holes there I'm standing at, they're uphill too. It's square, it's just not in line with a sawmill. And so, well, I say it's square, it's not really square. I guess it is or it's not. It's not. Once we got it all built, you see the end down there is wider than this end down here, so it was just a big mess up, and I choose just to go ahead and try to make it the best we could. I was hoping that we could, fiddle it just a little bit and make it right, but ended up, you'll see here in a little bit, we wasn't happy with it, so we took off the whole top part here in a little bit. You'll see what I'm talking about. Here you can see that we purchased a used Transit, and we're happy with it. And it's easier than that water level that we always use on all our other projects. You know, the water level, it has its good uses, you know, but that Transit there makes it way easier. And I think we bought it for like $150 or something like that. We got a real good deal on it. We bought it from a general contractor that he upgraded, and we just lucked out and caught it. We had a good luck. You can see here that we start to lag our cross members to our post, and we use 4.5-inch 3/8 lag bolts when we putting it together. You can see here that we are steady looking at it, and we trying to figure out how to correct it. And, you know, we just figure we'll keep going at it and seeing if we can get it to look right. And imagine that, we looking down it and we just absolutely hate it. That end down there is wider, so the conveyor's not gonna center up on the cross members, you know, on the beams. So we decided to take it all apart, go again. You know, we kind of knew that this was gonna happen. We was prepared, but we was trying to see if we could fiddle it just enough to make it work right, but we wasn't happy with it, and we knew that if we left it like that, we wouldn't be happy with it. So we decided to take it apart and redo it. Now what we had planned here is we're going to take it all apart, and we're going to get some 4x6s that I had laying around that's been treated, and we're just going to lay it on top of it and lag it down to the post. And what we do, we take a 1-inch big auger bit, and we will pre-drill it down about 2 inches, and then we'll use some 4.5-inch lags and washers, and we'll put 4 of them in each one, 2 in each post. When we got done with it, it was pretty secure, and that way we can kind of shift the main frame of the conveyor is going to set on. We can shift it over and make it straight the way we want it. It worked out real good when we was done with it. Here you see we'll take our 2 beams, they're like 10 foot of each, and we'll screw them together with some 2x6s and lag them with them 4.5-inch lags, just to kind of make it one. That way we can square it up on the frame, keep it in line with our mill. Here we start to bolt our 2 sections of the conveyor together. They both bolt right there in the middle. And once we get it bolted together, we'll center them onto our 6x6s, and we'll screw the conveyor to them 6x6s with I got some 3-inch 3/8 slag bolts. And once we get them centered up and get it all, squared up and secure, we will screw the 6x6 down to them cross members that we added to the top of the post. Once we get all the them cross members cut, we will start to, you see my brother-in-law over there, he's starting you 2x6s and 4.5-inch lags, and we will secure the 6x6 down to them cross members. And like I said, you can kind of see it dog legged right there where we had to shift the top part over, but it's securely on them 4x6s, so I mean it ain't going nowhere. You know, it's just an afterthought that it don't look as good, but it's square to the mill now. So as long as it gets the job done. And you see there I'm using some 6.5-inch 3/8 slags to anchor them 6x6s down. And that's the rollers we're getting out of the back of the house. I got all the rollers put up in there. There's a lot of them. You know, the first section of the conveyor, you know, we're just doing every other hole, and we do about to that first cross member. You see that cross member in the conveyor. We'll go all the way down every other one. My brother-in-law is working on the other end, and he's doing one and skipping 2 holes. So, you know, it's a little wider apart. You don't really need them so close together. We put them close together right there, so when you bring the wood off the mill, you know, hopefully it don't hang up in between the rollers. It'll just take on off. You see here down at the end where I slide that, I put 2 cants down there on the end, so when we bring our lumber off, the cutoffs, we'll take all the way down to the end and we'll turn them and throw them on it. Whose chariot awaits?
Mike.
Can I do it? Come on, throw me.
I'll do it.
Well, we appreciate you making it to the end of the video, and if you like it, we appreciate it. If you would like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Y'all have a good day.